Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Kay. Today we're going to be focusing on closing out my month of June and checking in on some money goals and my budget for July 2024. We're also going to do a quarter two check-in or a mid-year review. I hope you enjoy this video and let's go ahead and jump right in. So thank you guys for returning back to my channel. Today we are going to be closing out June and July and planning July, like I said. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into my planner and I'm just gonna kind of review with you what happened in June. I had set some goals and I was able to complete a couple of them. I didn't get to start a end of summer vacation savings, so I don't think I'll be able to get to that this year. I am having to readjust my budget and my paychecks might be a little bit, or are going to be less than they have been in the past. So I'm hoping that I got a raise this month, but we won't know until July has gotten underway. Expenses, like inflation and everything being increased, it's been really tight. And I asked HR last month in June to check in and do sort of a salary review. And so they're supposed to do that this month. So I'm hoping that we have positive news next month, but I won't know, I don't think, until either my first or second paycheck of July. So I wanted to just say that I got through a lot of what I had my goals for last month. I was able to save for fireworks and my gift exchange for the Christmas in July. I was able to prep and I was able to save some money in my savings challenges. I paid off I paid into my extra principal in my home mortgage. And I also invested $100 and I put a little money into my savings challenges. My goal for the month of June was to earn $37.85 from my 9-to-5 job, and I earned $3,870, which included an $85 overtime. And so I was able to increase that a little bit. And then my side hustles, I budgeted for $800 and I ended up with $1,134. So that's about $334 more than I was expecting. And then I was able to pay myself back with the savings challenges like the mini Mondays and the freebie Fridays, $442 for the month. So I budgeted $45.85, but my actual income was $54.46. And that, let me go ahead and flip to this next page, was an increase of $861. So looking at my expenses, or what I was able to sink into my sinking funds this last month, and I put quite a bit in personal and then in wellness for medical bills. And personal includes the fireworks and the Etsy shopping that I've been doing. So I didn't do any kind of I don't think budget for this, and so I ended up readjusting a lot of what my budgeted amounts were in each sinking fund. Like I didn't sink anything for Christmas. I sunk much less into vacay, much less into laptop and Costco and Schmoopy, and happy hour didn't get anything, neither did hair and beauty. So a lot of my sinking funds suffered because of this medical bill and the extra expenses I had for preparing for Christmas in July. So I do want to mention, though, it is a positive month. So I am going to be rolling over $800 from basically my side hustle money. And so that is what we're going to be using to save for Christmas and possibly save a couple of extra sinking funds. I only had one page of expenses, so that's pretty impressive. I was able to do my June closeout and my side income was $1,071 for June. So if you missed my unstuffing video, I will go ahead and link it up here for you and you can jump on over and catch that if you want. So let's go ahead and flip into what I am thinking about in July. So the goal in July is not to sink any funds in July, but to fully fund Christmas. So that's goal number one. I want to also participate in the Secret Santa gift exchange that I had planned for in June, and it is due on the 7th. So I will be mailing out those gifts in the mail. And then I'm going to want to continue stuffing my monthly challenges, the ones that I have planned for my $10,000 savings goal for the year. So that's my 100 envelopes, my $24 in 2024, my food truck and group plays, and then my no spend challenge. So that's the goals for July. I'm hoping to continue transferring into my extra principal for my mortgage and $200 into savings. I'm going to take a break on investing and just put more money into my savings account in July. So that's going to be coming out of my weekly paycheck. So because I don't know what my income's going to be, I increased my health savings account to accommodate extra medical bills. And so $200 is going to be coming out of my paycheck every month. It is pre-tax, so it may not make that much of a difference in my paycheck. Like it might be like $150 difference in my paycheck, but I won't know that until I get my first paycheck on the 5th. So I'm budgeting $1,300 in side hustle money. I have a spot for my completed challenges whenever that comes in, and I'm bringing my rollover money from June. I went ahead and filled out my calendar. I got this cute idea of highlighting the weeks that I'm budgeting for from Mrs. P over at Budgeting with Mrs. P. And she does this with her calendar, and I thought that was just a great visual, so I love that. I get paid bi-weekly on the 5th and the 19th. I have a hair appointment on the 15th, and my red is when my utilities will come out and my mortgage. And I have an Etsy pay on the first week and a YouTube pay on the last week of July, and those I don't put into my budget because I don't want to have to count on this money just yet. So I just want to see what I can earn here. And if there's any other extra side hustle money, which I hope there will be, trying to close out my Amazon business this month. And so I'm hoping maybe a couple little Amazon checks will also get added. So I basically kept everything the same for July. I have all my sinking funds. The only thing is I won't be sinking a bunch in my sinking funds since most of it's going to go into my minis and my savings challenges. But my pocket money is going to stay the same. My savings goals are going to stay the same. My bills are going to, stuffings like my budget for the bills that I have are going to stay the same. And we're just going to really focus on Christmas, you guys. I'm going to try and fully fund it and get that off my plate so I don't have to worry about it. And then I can concentrate on funding my other sinking categories. So I just kind of want to make life more fun. And by doing a no sinking fund month, I'm hoping that taking the budget for Christmas off my monthly expenses will help me finish the rest of 2024 with a bang. So next up is my year in review. This is my mid-year check-in. I had written down some Q2 goals. I went ahead and did this for everyone. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I went ahead and did my Q1 check-in in the 1st of April, and you're seeing this on maybe the last day of June. So I went ahead and just calculated so far what I have. So I had planned a month ahead savings, and in June, I realized my mistake because I was putting $100 into investing, but I really need to get it into the savings account so that I meet the goal that I had set for myself in January. So we're gonna go back to month ahead savings. I was only able to put in Q2, what is that, $500. So I'm just shy of 50% of what I should have saved, and it's because 100 of that went into Robinhood. So I'm gonna take a pause on Robinhood and just focus on getting my savings goal accomplished. So hopefully I'll be able to play catch up next month or in Q3, and we should be 75%. Next up is my 100 envelopes challenge. We got really far ahead in Q1 because I got a income tax return. And so that basically bumped me up quite a bit for the first half of the year. So we're ahead by about 15% on that one. Food Truck Fridays, I wasn't counting the money, but I was counting the number of challenges and how many I've accomplished or completed so far. And so I've completed 12 out of 21. I did add 3 more, I believe. And I may have made a mistake here because it might have just been 2. But we're a little bit ahead at like 57%. So we're doing good on Food Truck Fridays. Today I do want to go into my savings box and find out what we were able to save so far so that I can get the money out of the savings box and into the high yield savings account. So I'm excited about that. In my 2024 challenge, I was able to put in $288, which caught me up, and we are now right on target at 50% with that goal. My no spend, which is my little avocado monthly no spend challenges, I've done 6 of them, so I'm right on target for that. I do have a few days to complete in here, so I will make sure to catch everyone up on my next cash stuffing on Friday. Extra income, I didn't quite earn as much in quarter 2, and I didn't increase my net worth as much as I did in quarter 1. And it was because of April. The stock market tanked, and a lot of people just, and being April, being, I guess, in May, were months where everyone was finishing up with school. There really wasn't a whole lot of side hustle money. And I'm trying to slow down a little bit on the side hustles. And so I do house sitting and pet sitting. But it should pick up in quarter 3 because in the fall, a lot of people start traveling. And in quarter 4, with Christmas and the holidays like Thanksgiving, that will also be picking up. But I did check in on my credit score as well. And I got, 8 points higher than last quarter. So that's good. And yeah, and we checked in on the net worth. So I was able to increase my net worth by almost $4,500. And I'm going to count it as a win. Man, this $8,000 was fabulous. So quarter 1 was amazing. And I think it's because of the extra IRS money that I got back. So, but if quarter 3 tends to be the same, then I know that this is more realistic. I think in quarter 3, I'm going to have a magic month. So if I do have a magic month, I'm going to focus on completing my 100 envelopes and my 2024 challenge, just to try and get that closed out as well and see how much more I can save. But overall, I think we're doing pretty good. I'm definitely staying on track. Need to catch up here. And I think that, keeping track of the quarter, every 3 months is a really great way to stay on top of my goals and basically feel confident for the rest of the year. So that all I need to do is basically check back in, at quarter 3 and then at 2025. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys back out a little bit. What I wanted to do now is check in on my savings box, because I had mentioned before that I wanted to basically not necessarily I do. I kind of want to know what the balance is to make sure that I am on my $10,000 savings goal track, which is about half of everything I'm planning here. So because I don't know what I'm saving in Food Truck Fridays and I don't know what I'm saving right now in no spend, I want to make sure that I am on track for the rest of the year. And so let's go ahead and start in the Food Truck Fridays box. And we should have, 12 savings challenges completed. So, and we should have 6 of my, I only have 5 right now because I haven't finished June and no spend. So right now, so I will get the no spend calculated on Friday when I get paid again. All right, guys, so this is what I'm going to take back to the high yield savings account. So I kind of just I'm going to get a scratch piece of paper and kind of write everything down as we go. All right, so let's go ahead and get check-in. Let's see what we've got in the savings box. So we did the taco truck, and I think I doubled it. So we have $55 here. Oh no, No, I didn't double it. So we only have $35. So let me just kind of $35. And then the second one was the hamburger. And hamburger, we saved 20, 40, 60, $73. Okay. And let me go ahead and do this. And then the sushi roll, we saved 20, 40, 65, 66, 7, and 8. Right? Yeah, 68. So that's sushi roll. Then we had the ramen food truck. We saved $50, $73. So I think we're gonna be shy of my goal, guys. Let's see. Then we have the crepes and coffee roll and save. So we saved $72 in this one. Okay. And then number 6 was ice cream U-Scream with the ice cream truck, and we saved $30. Okay. Then it was the cupcake challenge, so that's number 7, and we saved $50, $75. Then we had the ramen truck, and we saved $120. All right, next up was the sausage truck, and we saved $65. All right. And then I had 2 of the truck yas from Robin over at Robin's Documented Life. So let me see what we have for the first one. Let me put 10 here. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. And 11. We saved probably the same amount. Yep, 18. And number 12 was the wine truck, and we saved $60, $70. All right, guys, so moment of truth. Let's see what we saved in Food Truck Fridays. And minus 900. So we are off by $183. So I'm so glad we're checking in today on this. All right, so we have some catch up to do in Food Truck Fridays. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to no spend. So right now the balance is $198. So we need to add $42 to equal $240. And here we need to add 183 to equal 900. All right, so let's go into 2024. 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are right on track for this one. And I'm just gonna put a check mark here. So we'll just keep building on that in July. All right, guys, this was a really good exercise. Thank you so much while I did that. I'm gonna take this money and put it into the high yield savings account and call this good for our mid-year progress. So I do have some catching up to do. So maybe in Christmas and July, I'll able to put $183 in here. And if you have not done your goals review, or if you've not done your mid-year check-in, I strongly encourage you to do it. It only takes about 1 to 2 hours to check in, and it will make you feel so much more confident that you're going to finish the rest of the year successfully. And then all you have to worry about is checking in again at 2025. So thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hope y'all have an amazing month of July, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.